Alright guys, what's up? It is coworker Corey, and for those of you coming in from the Twitch side, you know me, kind of have an idea that I was wanting to do YouTube. And it's not going to be gaming, it's not a gaming YouTube, it's not the normal Twitch and YouTube shenanigan thing where it's, I upload my streams, I upload a game that maybe I don't want to do streaming because it's really boring or whatever. It's not for compilation videos of clips or funny moments or thank you videos, because I'll be honest, I don't care to do any of that stuff, because I'll just do it while I'm streaming. If I'm gonna thank you guys, I'll do it while you're there. If a funny moment happened, it happened, you clipped it, they'll find it. I'm not gonna make a compilation video of it or anything like that. That just seems like a lot of looking through and thinking what I find funny. It's too much work. It's just thinking about doing it just makes me and then also don't pay attention to my analytics to be like, hey guys, we hit this milestone. I don't look at it, so I don't know when I can do those videos. I normally just thank you guys anyways, like just for being around. So that's why I kind of made this video, is kind of like, all right, first video, Twitch guys, here's what the channel's going to be about. For anyone new, this is what the channel's going to be about, and I'm sorry that my first video is probably boring to you. So, first things first, what is like the content? It's going to be more or less a review channel of anime, manga, and video games. The reason being is that the way I plan on doing reviews is a little bit different than everyone else, and there's three main points I want to get to with that. The first point is I'm gonna judge we'll do action anime. Every genre of anime I plan on doing something with, but this is kind of easier to kind of get your head around like what I'm talking about, and that's the heroic story. And what I mean by that is there's different parts, like the build up to the threshold, the crossing of the threshold, who the mentor is of the main character, what happens with the mentor, because in the heroic story, the mentor either dies or leaves the main character. He doesn't stick around till the end. A good depiction of like a mentor character leaving is kind of like in HunterxHunter, when, I can't remember the white-haired guy, when he dies, that was the mentor character. There's also the blonde-haired girl. She was also a mentor character, and she just left them. There's also the kung fu teacher who taught them how to use their like arts or whatever, where they sit for their special powers and stuff. That guy was a mentor too, and he just left. That's what I'm talking about, is that who's the mentor, what might happen to them, are they going to die or leave, side characters, how they're going to interact, all that kind of stuff. Just heavy analysis on those things and how well it does it. Now, I'm going to try not to spoil things, so that's why I say it's kind of review, because when it comes to that, maybe it could just be like, here's my assessment of the anime, and put like spoiler blocks here and there, like, hey, spoiler coming up, don't listen to this next section. I'm going to try my best not to list characters out or anything, and just kind of beat around the bush of like how well they deal with the mentor characters. You know, is it emotional, or do they just toss them off, you know? And the second thing is the world state of the game, like how the world building is. Is the world building interesting? Are the characters that are not actually part of the main cast, are they lively? Does it seem like the world's lived in, or does it seem to just revolve around the main characters? So those are the two things I want to go around in, because I don't see a lot of people doing it, because when they're explaining story points, they never really talk about how well they foreshadow, you know, like the little things, you know, because as anime watchers, manga readers, or even video game players, we look at those things, and that really, I wouldn't say make a game, but it makes it way more interesting, right? And the games that do that, we love a lot. And there's not a lot of reviewers out there that talk about that side of things. They talk more about art style, how they felt about it. Nothing really like objective as like foreshadowing or how well they did an emotional trade for the mentor or the main character crossing the threshold and completing his ultimate goal, the climax of the whole story. So that's more where I'm trying to go with. Then the third thing that I want to do in this review is my own personal opinion, because sometimes there isn't any either one. Sometimes the world building is like, okay, it's not super great, it's not really bad, it's just okay. And the character development, like how the character goes through the whole show, it's meh, you know. But the anime is freaking fantastic, or the game is fantastic, or the manga is great. Good depiction of this is like slice of life animes, or slice of life manga, or VR novel video games. You don't get a whole lot. VR novels was probably a bad thing because usually character development is really well done. But what I'm more or less thinking, like for an example, is like Aria the animation. So Aria the animation, the characters, pretty good. World building, it's okay. How good it is, it's freaking great. Watch the show. It's nothing goes wrong in that show. You honestly just brain dead. You don't have to pay attention to every detail. It's just fun. It's just fun to watch. So that's the kind of thing, because sometimes an anime is just good and that's it, or it's bad, but it's like, dude, this is a must watch. Another good example would be Pong. Pong does that really well. Like if you haven't watched it, just give it a try. It sucks, but it's so good. Anyways, moving on. The other thing I wanted to get into was for the channels to kind of explain things into topics that I can't do on Twitch. So that's why in the next video, I'm going to be explaining my work schedule. I work full time. It's a 12-hour shift in the pattern of like what days I work. It's kind of wonky. I have a panel dedicated to my work schedule, but nobody reads that. So I'm just gonna make a YouTube video for it so you can like have a more of a visual representation of what my work schedule is, and hopefully that clears up a lot of questions for the work schedule and make you understand like why I can't stream all the time. Like I stream a lot and I'm probably going to be working on YouTube a lot, but it's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be consistent at all. And my Twitch already has been around for a while and it's not consistent every week. I'm not streaming the same days for the same amount of time every week. It differs, and my work schedule plays heavily into why that happens. So that's going to be the next video. Then after that, I'll actually be doing full review of like possibly a video game that I'm finishing up on Twitch, as well as an anime that I haven't seen anyone really talk about. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And then kind of move on with the channel from there. I'm only going to do 2 videos that are not talking about either an anime, video game, or manga. And I'll probably do other videos that are fun and just normal topic things that you guys might want to watch or not watch. So that'll do it for today. Hopefully you guys found this somewhat interesting. If not, hopefully you learned a bit about what I'm going to do on here. It just seemed appropriate to kind of make this video and make it my first. Also get me used to being on the camera, because you haven't noticed I'm looking over here and that's where my chat is. And I need to look at you guys that are watching, and I have to divide that. I have to get used to it. So I figured this is a good way to kind of get the ball rolling. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent here. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. There's not really a reason right now. I haven't really provided any true content. So I'll see you guys in the next video.